This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're in New York here at the Hulu Theatre. I'm joined by TJ Doheny, still IBF champ, 11th round stoppage of Takahashi. How did you feel? How's the cut?
Alright, yeah, he was a tough little bugger. He just kept, he'd hit and he'd get into these little safe spots, you know, and I was finding it hard to get him, but when I was hitting him, it felt like I was nailing him. He was waving, but I just couldn't get that second attack to get him out, you know, so it was frustrating at times, but, you know, just coming back off a thumb injury, so it's nice to just shake off the cobwebs and defend my belt for the first time, and we move into Unification now with Danny Roman.
Before we come on to that, obviously you had the knockdown in the third round. Yeah, talk to me about that, TJ.
Yeah, so that was his, I was catching him and I was hurting him, and he'd hold on straight away. That was his thing, and so he held one hand, so I was working the free hand. I just kept nailing him with the left until he went down. There was a few other times I think I could have got him as well, but he was cute, you know. He was a clever little fighter. I know his record doesn't reflect, but yeah, he was a tough little bugger.
Almost a done deal, TJ, but we know your next fight will be against Mr. Daniel Roman in a unification fight, likely to take place in April, possibly in California, from what we're hearing. So that's what you want.
Yeah. Eddie's been talking about it all week, but I just had my mind on the job. You know, I didn't want to be talking about unifications before I defended my belt. You know, not that kind of fighter. So I got Takahashi out of the way, and yeah, now it's Roman. He was up in the ring tonight. He wants it, I want it. So it looks like it's going to happen in April or May. Yeah. I'm not too sure about the venue, but you said California, so I don't mind.
That's what it's been mentioned for.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I don't mind. Jeez, I've been on the road my whole career, you know, so it's only going to be the two of us in the ring, you know what I mean? So I don't mind.
Could you introduce me to your team?
Yeah. So we've got the man who's been with me my whole career, Tony Del Vecchio. We made a mutual decision when I started getting into the world rankings to move on to America and come under the tutelage of probably one of the best trainers in the world, Hector Bermudez. He's trained multiple world champions. This is my training partner, Abraham Supernova. He's a future world champion, fighting on Showtime in 2 weeks' time. Then we got, you know Mike in the background.
Get in there.
Good. I told you I was going to stay out of the room.
Get in there.
Mark, stick your head in here.
Stick your head in, Mr. DeLuca. Mr. DeLuca.
Put DeLuca.
Mark DeLuca, ranked in the top 10 in the world, ready to get a world title shot now as well. My mentor in the gym keeps me sound and keeps the head level during camp, leading into the world title fights.
Now, stop standing at the back and move in.
I told you I wasn't going to take the shine from TJ.
No, it's not taking the shine. It's a
enough.
team effort, so this is kind of a team interview.
Yeah,
Michael.
if I'm standing just outside the room, I'm still part of the team.
Is that still running? No,
Of course it's running.
Oh, damn.
It's always running.
Say what I'm saying, always in front of the camera.
It's always running. It's always running.
Professional to the last.
But yeah, you were the one that obviously called him miserable the other day, Altamura.
He's backing up on it.
Yeah.
Is he
He's
grumpy?
grumpy. He's not miserable, he's grumpy.
He's changing the
Oh, okay.
I take
better.
grumpy.
Yeah, much better.
But the thing is, like, you forgot, I haven't watched a full interview yet, but did you tell the people I also said that he's causes me no problems, he's low maintenance.
We did say that, actually. I did say
he's
that.
a consummate professional. When it comes time to deal with media, yeah, he can be grumpy a little bit sometimes. You, on the other hand, you're part of the team, Cougs, so...
He wasn't
You're
grumpy
okay
with
with
me.
us.
We did nearly 20 minutes.
Cougs. I like
Yeah,
this
but you're
one.
likeable.
How many interviews
You're
before I
likeable.
qualified to call you Cougs?
Right now, well, you called me a prick within 10 seconds of our interview the other day, so, you know.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, you learn something new every day. I learned not to call you by your actual name,
It's a
so...
little pet name, isn't it? Cougs.
But yeah, just a word from the team. Obviously, fully focused now on Daniel Roman, which will happen within the next 3 months.
Yeah, we'll see what the assessment is of the cut, and then we'll look to make that fight happen. That was, you know, when we sat down with Eddie and talked about fighting on these shows on the zone, that was front and center what was in our plans. So this could have been a potential banana skin, as you say in the UK, that's your term, right? But TJ never allowed that to happen. He fought like a pro, so now we roll forward. It's this man's job to get him ready yet again. You know, he's the one that has to absorb all of the tough days in the gym, the stresses, and keep him focused and determined. So, looking forward to it, brother.
Straight back into camp once that is sorted out?
Yeah, straight back into camp. Yeah.
How long did they tell you that could be?
I don't know. He just said the stitch would come out in a few days because the face heals quick. I'm used to it now at this stage.
Because they give Chris Algieri a 45-day suspension.
Oh, I got they gave me 30 days.
30 days.
30 days, yeah.
That's just mandatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still training with it anyway, you know, just let the cut heal. It was the same with my eye when I came back from Japan, so that won't bother me. The main focus now is unifying the division, you know. Yeah, it's not a, that's what I said in the interview. It's not a TJ fight without a cut or a black eye.
Don't do that. This is not what we want.
That's my trademark, isn't it? But yeah, that's it now. It's exciting stuff, you know. I got my first defence out of the way. I tell you, I was a little bit putting too much pressure on myself because I had to, because I was defending my belt, you know. I know it was a fight everyone's expecting me to win, but you still got to get in there and do the work, like, you know. So it's nice to just get the first defence out of the way now, and we could 100% focus on unifying this division, and I really think I have the goods to do it. We've got some stuff to work on, and that's stupid, but we're learning on the job and we're ready to go.
And still, IBF champion of the world, TJ Doheny.
That's supernova.
On that note, TJ, congratulations.
Thanks very
Thank
much.
you very much for your time this week, and safe travels home, and we'll definitely catch up in the near future.
Cheers, Coots.
All right, thank you very much.
Appreciate it.